Welcome back to Inside the Huddle. I'm Mike Joseph for the Lafayette Sports Network and GoLeopards.com. Lafayette came back from Buffalo with a loss, but they played well, just not well enough to win. They got to shore some things up. And I think on the defensive side for Lafayette this week, we got to do a better job, which what I call gap integrity versus both the run and the pass. So this week against Monmouth, very good quarterback, transfer from Maine, got a lot of energy, a lot of ability to get outside the pocket, but still wants to throw the football, and he threw for almost 400 yards last week against a really tough Eastern Washington team. So gap integrity, stopping the run is always the key. So let's take a look at just kind of a base formation maybe from Monmouth from last year. Whether you set the strength away from the H-back or no tight end weak. So say we set the end there, tackle, nose, end here, backers inside, obviously safety's up over the top here, another backer here. So you just set your base defense. Whether you set that 3 technique away from the no tight end or you can set it strong because you will see some motion back and forth to change the strength of the formation from Monmouth. So whether they set it strong or weak, but again, keeping that gap integrity versus the run. So if they're running zone to the front side, everybody's getting reached. As that linebacker here is flowing and that linebacker's flowing into the front side A gap, you've got to make sure you don't get washed away. And a lot of times last week against Buffalo, we saw Lafayette kind of get washed away, and then as that running back takes that ball inside from either side, he has a cutback lane, especially on the last touchdown. So making sure that if you have the backside A gap, you need to keep that integrity, handle that double team so that linebacker can get over the top and not fast flow. So when a linebacker flows, he doesn't want to cross his feet over like this. He wants to shuffle and stay square with his shoulders to the line of scrimmage. Same thing, okay, if you're coming in this direction, keeping that gap integrity, flowing to the front side B gap, keeping that A gap solid, and then playing back here, not getting washed across so that you can see cutback lanes. Same exact thing as if we're talking about the pass. So if we're bringing some sort of a pressure, okay, from the linebacker depth, whether that be here and up in here, a double A gap stunt, or maybe taking it out and bringing crossing linebackers. Again, if it's pass pro, it's a little bit easier to attack the inside shoulder and take your gap. But if it is a zone scheme coming to the front side and I am attacking on a blitz from the backside, I can't get washed across and give especially this quarterback for Monmouth, who's very athletic, a chance to run and continue to extend play. So both versus the run and the pass, it's important versus zone. It's also important if you pull. So if I'm taking this backside A gap and I see a pulling linebacker, I may want to get to the front side to get that extra player. So versus zone, versus pull, versus pass pro. Very important for Lafayette to have gap integrity, creating a wall, making that ball bounce outside to guys like, say, Sekou White that can come up and fill, and not only fill, but trail the play from behind and make a play. So again, stopping the run against the big running back in Soniento, right here from Emmaus, went to Harvard, ended up at Monmouth. So we're going to have to create a wall, be very good gap integrity. Play good, strong defense, beat this team like we did last year. We'll see you down the shore at Monmouth on Saturday.